If you're interested in real estate, moving to Moncton, the latest interest rates, or getting the best deal in real estate, stick around because we've got a lot to cover. Let's get started. First, let's talk about the overall sentiment in the Canadian real estate market. According to a recent TD Economics report, the Canadian housing market is facing a variety of challenges and opportunities. The report highlights that while new build housing activity has softened in many provinces due to higher interest rates, Atlantic Canada, including Halifax, is showing resilience. This region is benefiting from strong population growth and immigration, which are supporting housing demand despite broader economic pressures. New Brunswick is also seeing some of this boost too, and we'll touch on that just a little bit later. Now, I know what you're thinking. How does this affect you? Well, as someone who is still actively investing in real estate, I can tell you firsthand that while it's harder to buy deals right now, there is still plenty of opportunities out there. For example, leveraging programs like CMHC's MLI Select can be a game changer if you're going the housing provider route over multiple doors. The government is also making big pushes for housing starts and affordability. It's too early to tell if the landscape will change significantly and if conditions for varied income levels will be adequately covered. But one thing is certain, there's a lot happening behind the scenes. Here in Greater Moncton, we are still very low in housing units to fill this demand. And on a lighter note, I've got a personal joke to share. Though I am participating as an investor, I have not yet been able to find a house for myself and my family in the neighborhood we want. It has actually been a couple of years. So I keep picking away off the honey-do list, but hey, it's a good way to stay busy and keep the home in tip-top shape. Let's dive into our local market stats within Greater Moncton. The median home price is up both year over year and month over month, sitting at $355,000, with the median time to sell at about 28 days, which is up slightly. In the single-family home category, the median price is $368,500. Inventory is climbing, and we have about 4 months of stock. In some neighborhoods, homes in the $500,000 to $600,000 range are still selling in multiple offers within the first few days. How? Well, I'll tell you in a sec. Semi-detached homes with just under 40 sales this month, it is not surprising that pricing also went up. When these are priced right, we often see them in competition, and the median price was $384,000, which is up about 10%, and they took about 16 days to sell. We've also crossed the HPI benchmark composite price that was set in April 2022, as supply remains low across all entry points in our market. Specifically for the first-time home buyers, we're seeing some buyers look at more properties over a longer period of time, even though interest rates have not softened as much as people wanted. Most people have wrapped their head around the 5% interest rate climate. Heck, my parents tell me all the time about when they bought in the 80s and rates were double digits. Okay, I told you I would get into property pricing. In my experience, pricing is the #1 factor in positioning. If you overprice your property, it will sit and it will be overlooked. Over the last 6 months, we have seen some sellers choose their price and fall victim to days on market and not get the result they want. Look, I get it. Everybody wants to see returns in real estate, but you need to follow the market data and also having an awareness of other properties selling on the market. There is an old saying in investing, it's time in the market, not timing the market. Rest assured, Greater Moncton, we are still in an upward trend and values are still rising, but trust the data if you are considering a sale. I have been meeting with many sellers to review pricing as they prepare to take their next step in real estate, and we review the data and make a plan. Guess what? In some cases, it doesn't actually make sense to sell. Touching on marketing, I have found that aggressive marketing brings buyers into the property. That is price, that is photo, that is video. The home does need to be in tip-top shape to be considered, and if it's not priced correctly, it will sit on market for more days. So there you have it, folks. The Canadian real estate market is full of challenges and opportunities. Keep an eye on interest rates, leverage the right programs, and stay informed. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe or share this with a friend. Oh, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on the market. We can connect down in the first link of the description. Until next time, happy house hunting.